friends. First of all, am I audible? Someone please
Yes, sir,
confirm.
you're audible.
Oh, great. Oh, lots of messages. Yeah. Very good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Sanjay. Yesterday I have come to NIT Pondicherry campus, and from today officially I will be uh, a new faculty for computer science department. And let me share my screen. Okay. A few couple of glitches here. Please bear with me as of now. I'm in quarantine zone, so there is no Wi-Fi here, and my phone supports a limited bandwidth. Hopefully, we can pull off this for next couple of days. So, is my screen? Okay, I missed the reference. Yeah, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. So it's a before starting into the subject, this might be brief background. Uh, so it's a brief background of myself. Did my engineering from Karnataka State University VTU in 2005. Worked for 6 years in IT industry, and after that did my MTech by qualifying GATE in 2011. Did my masters from IIIT Hyderabad, and again I worked for one more year in IT industry, and also I worked as an assistant professor in Manipal, MIT Manipal, and from 2015 to 2021, 6 years. I got opportunity to pursue my PhD from NITK Surathkal. Uh, in my academics from BTech to PhD, I got an opportunity to work in various funded projects. My final year project was funded and supported by Karnataka government, KSCST, Karnataka State, Karnataka Science State Council, Karnataka State Council Science and Technology Department, and my PhD project was also funded by Government of Karnataka, VGST Vision Group of Science and Technology, with the, and also have a couple of publications, journals, and conferences. Is the brief background to start with. Uh, Yeah, so in this whole semester, I will be engaging, I will be hopefully giving clarity on what graph theory is. All the concepts will try to touch base on all the concepts which have been mentioned as part of the syllabus. So, as part graph theory, as a course, there are few objectives and few outcomes. Hope everyone is aware of, right? So, and coming to the syllabus, uh, all these concepts, to explain these concepts, I will be referring to the textbook, Nursing DO, Graph Theory with Applications to Engineering and Computer Science. In case of any any concepts which I feel that these concepts are very complex in this textbook or explained in a complex way, need a simpler way. If I refer to any other materials, definitely I will cite it during my presentations, right? Okay. So I can see it's an elective, and a total of 57 students have been opted to this course or this elective, and I'm very glad to meet, if not in personally, at least in virtually. I'm glad to meet you all. And is it possible to have a quick intro, like name and where you are basically from? So let's start with a register roll number wise, so that even the CR can mark present and absent for this class. Is that okay? Oh.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Aaron. I'm from Kerala.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Roll number 2. Is absent. Okay. Roll number 3. I don't think it is going to go well. Okay. I will give 5 more minutes. So let's see. Oh, network issues. So, roll number 2 is not there. Abhinaya P. Ahmad Ghani is present by any chance? Let me see how many students. Can we count? It's difficult. Okay. So, better what I will do is I will call out their name, roll number 1 and name. We'll give you 5 seconds to speak up. I mean, if you guys are active in the meet. So, tell me where basically you're from, background, in just one line. Okay, so Aaron is done. Roll number 2, Abhinaya. Roll number 3, Ahmad.
Sir, I'm from Andaman.
Your good name? Ahmad, right?
Ahmad, yes. I'm from
Yeah.
Andaman Nicobar Islands.
Oh, great. Okay. Roll number 4, Akul. Akul.
Sir, good morning, sir. My name is Satish. I am from
Satish.
Andhra Pradesh.
Satish,
Yes.
okay. Fine. Roll number 5, Aman Kumar Kajur.
Good morning, sir. I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana.
It's Aman, right? First
Yes,
name is
sir.
Aman. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Hyderabad. Great. So roll number 6, Anurag. Okay, nice. Roll number 7.
Good morning, sir. My name is Akil Ran. I am from Kerala.
Kerala, right. So roll number 10.
Good morning, sir. My name is Darshan Naik. I am from Telangana.
Tasru, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Telangana, great. Roll number 11.
Good morning, sir. I'm Charvita. I'm from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, I missed your name. Charvita,
I'm
right?
Charvita,
You're from?
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh, great. Okay, next roll number 13, Abhijit from? Okay, Abhijit, okay. Roll number 15, Joycey, Katharina Joycey,
Good morning, sir. I'm Catherine Joyce. I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh, okay.
Yes.
Roll number 16,
Good morning, sir. I am Ajay Santosh. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. 17. Venkata Kishore. Dharni Shetty. Okay. 18. Others.
Good morning, sir. I'm Adarsh from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Roll number 19.
Good morning, sir. I am Mahati from Andhra Pradesh.
Mahati, Andhra Pradesh. Great. 21.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. This is Vishnu. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Nice. Roll number 22.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ishita Thakur and I'm from Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal Pradesh. Nice. 23. Jagan, yes.
I'm Jagan S. I'm from Pondicherry.
Pondicherry. Very good. Roll number 24.
Sir, I'm Jaydeep. I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
25. 25.
Good morning, sir. I'm Jessie. I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Jessie from Tamil Nadu. Okay, nice. 26.
Hi, sir. I'm Karthik and I'm from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Karthik from Andhra Pradesh. 27. Ramesh Kumar.
Good morning, sir. I'm Kamesh Kumar. I'm from Andaman and Nicobar.
Andaman and Nicobar. Okay. 28. Karthik.
Hi, sir. I'm M. Karthik and I'm from Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Islands. Okay. Nice. So 29. Number 29. Kirtana A. Aramugam. Kirtana Aramugam. Okay. Hope, Sir, you're making a note of it or missed out, right?
Good morning, sir. I wasn't able to hear you back then. I'm roll number 2, Abhinaya. I'm from Pondicherry.
Abhinaya from Pondicherry. Okay,
Yes,
great,
sir.
great. Yeah, fine. So let's come back to the roll number 29. Kirtana, by any chance present? Okay. Roll number 30.
Jagdish from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Jagdish from Andhra Pradesh. Nice. 31.
Good morning, sir. I'm Harita Shri from Andhra Pradesh.
Harita Shri from Andhra Pradesh. 32.
Good morning, sir. I'm Nitisha from Andhra Pradesh.
Nitisha from Andhra Pradesh. 35. Rahul. Okay. We go to the next roll number 36.
Good morning, sir. This is Manichandra from Telangana.
Telangana. Okay. Roll number 38.
Good morning, sir. Myself Vishnu Nayak. I am from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. 39. Roll number 39.
Good morning, sir. I am Sunil from Andhra Pradesh.
Sunil from Andhra Pradesh. Nice. Roll number 40.
Good morning, sir. This is Subhash from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. 41.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ramya. I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. 43.
Good morning, sir. My name is Rishabh Gupta. I'm from Punjab.
Punjab. Nice. Name was Vishwagupta, right? You said Rishabh Gupta. Okay, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Rishabh Gupta. Yeah. 44. Roll number.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ritendra Ranjan Sethi. I'm from Delhi, but currently I'm in New York.
Nice. So how are you managing, Ritendra, the time zone? Able to pull off?
Sir, the time zone is a bit challenging. I mean, 9.5 hours. I have to stay awake the entire night just to attend classes. It's a bit tough, but it's manageable.
Okay. Hope it's worth it.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number 45.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ritvik from Haryana.
Haryana. Oh, nice. 46. Roll number.
Good morning, sir. My name is Riya. I'm from Kerala, but I live in Bangalore.
Oh, Riya, basically from Kerala, staying in Bangalore. Okay. 47.
Good morning, sir. I'm Roman from Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Oh, okay. Great. 48. Roll number.
Good morning, sir. I'm Sadhna from Hyderabad, but I'm currently staying in Muscat, Oman.
Okay, okay. Roll number 49.
Good morning, sir. My name is Samuel. I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay. Roll number 50. Satvika. Any chance present?
She's absent, sir.
Okay, fine. Roll number 51.
Good morning, sir. I'm Yasser. I'm currently in Karnataka.
Okay. And you're basically from?
Mangalore.
Mangalore. Okay, yes. Yep. 52. Roll number? Shivraj.
Good morning, sir. Myself Shivraj from Andaman.
Andaman. Okay. Roll number 53.
Sir, I'm Smilevin from Tamil Nadu.
Smilevin. Okay, nice. Tamil Nadu. 54. Roll number 54. Somitri. Okay. Can go to the next roll number 55.
Good morning, sir. I'm Subramanian from Pondicherry.
Pondicherry itself. Roll number 56.
Good morning, sir. I'm Surinder from Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, okay. Roll number 58. Okay. Roll number 59. Kiran.
Good morning, sir. I am Kiran from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Roll number 62.
Good morning, sir. Myself Hasni from Andhra Pradesh.
Sini. Okay. Roll number 63.
Good morning, sir. My name is Praveen Kumar. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. Roll number 64.
Good morning, sir. I am Sai Kiran from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. 65.
Hi, sir. I am Vignesh from Pondicherry.
Vignesh from Pondicherry. Okay. 66.
Ganesh from Andhra Pradesh.
Ganesh from Andhra Pradesh. Okay. 67. Roll number. Okay. Roll number 68.
Hi, sir. I am Anisha Rose from Kerala.
From Kerala. Okay. Okay. And 32. CS 18. 32. Okay. Teja. By any chance present?
He's absent, sir.
Okay. So, well, majority of students from Andhra, Telangana, as well as Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Kerala, and very few from Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, if I miss out, Karnataka. Yeah. Good mix. Well, great. So, thanks for the brief introduction. So, I will kickstart the today's topic of graph theory. We start with Unit 1 introduction, and agenda goes like this. Like we'll talk some. These are the concepts which I will touch base. First is graph, and then applications of graph, finite and infinite graph, incident and degree concepts, and let's wind up. Okay, and what I prefer is you can anybody can send it here. Let's here consolidate all the queries and post it to me via mail or WhatsApp. And if the queries are like similar, just address in the class or the next class. And, we'll try to will be fine as of now. So, okay, coming to the graph, So I have a picture here. It says graph with 5 vertices and 7 edges. So hopefully everyone has a good network and everyone has a good network. So basically graph is a consists of two sets. One is V set and E set. V is a set of vertices, vertex, we can say, node. There are various names, labels has been given, but we'll stick to, in the graph theory, we'll stick to vertex and vertices. Set of vertices, and E stands for edges. It's also say path, link, connection, various labels are interchangeably used in the application of graph theory, but we'll stick to vertex and edge. So in this graph, it's just a pictorial representation. We can see the edge 1, right? Edge 1 starts with the vertex 2 and ends with the vertex 2 itself. So it's a special kind of an edge, and it's considered as a loop. Okay. And edge 4 is not a special kind of an edge. It's an edge having two vertices which are unordered pair of vertices, Vn and V3. It can be V3 V1 or V1 V3. There's no ordering as such, right? So the V1 and V3 are called a vertex pair, and V2 V2 is a vertex pair for a special kind of a edge called loop, right? I have few more pictorial representations of graph. Basically, two bigger picture, and the first picture has two sub pictures, like the A and B, right? This and B. Both the graphs are the identical graphs, right? So the whole point is, it's not about the edge straight or curve. It's all about from where it starts and where it ends. Okay, that's the whole point of this. The first picture. The second picture, edges E and F, right? E and F have no common point, even though they are in a 2D planar. It looks like edge E and edge F are intersected, but it is not. Just to have a clarity, right? So two kinds of graphs we've seen, but we'll try to explore what is more into the graphs and concepts. So this quick introduction about a graph. Graph is set of vertices connected via edges. Need not be all the vertex should be connected. There can be a vertex which no edge also. So we'll it's just as an introduction subject. I mean introduction unit. I won't go in much detail, but we'll figure out what kinds of graph, what are special graphs, and etc. And as the classes proceeds, right? And coming to the applications of graph, the subject of computer science, right? We mainly deal with solving problems. As a subject, graph theory is purely on mathematical based, but however, as a computer science, as a whole course or subject, they are mainly into solving problems. Problems like the two main measurable parameters are time and space. How best I can make this job to work, like in less time. How less space I can take this to make this work, right? So in that sense, if you see the history from say 1930s, where the evolution of programming, computer science programming started. Before that, there are so many problems which were were open problems which are unanswered, and one of the classical problem called Koenigsberg bridge problem. Hope at least few are similar to this problem, but still it's a bridge problem as one of the best example in graph theory. So computers have started from 1930s, somewhere 1930s to later. But however, this problem was existed way long back, and this problem was solved using graph theory. So you can visualize the graph theory concept was much way before than the computer science as a subject evolved, right? So this Koenigsberg bridge problem was solved by Euler in 1736, and using graph theory. Let's see what the problem is all about. So this is a picture where C and D are the islands, the region of C and D are islands, and A and B are the banks. So basically the rest of the region is covered by the river Pregel, right? So there are 7 bridges to move around, and say consider if someone is at island C and want to reach at bank of A, there are 2 bridges. Similarly to bank of B from island C, there are 2 bridges. There are 7 total bridges, right? Now comes this is the definition. This is the background of the problem. So the definition of the problem states that to say the problem was to start at any of the 4 land areas. It's not a city, basically, land areas like A, B, C, or D. Walk over each of the 7 bridges exactly once and return to the starting point without swimming across the river. So this is the problem definition. Various efforts have been made to solve this, how best it can be done. So this visualization is, let's map it to a graph, say A, B, C, and D as a vertex, right? And there's a connection. There's a 2 bridges from A to C and 2 bridges from C to B, and 1 bridge between C to D. That's the link. That's the path. That's the edge. Whatever possible ways we can label it. And this is how it looks like. A graph. A to C has 2 edge, C to B has 2 edge, and rest all 1 edge. So Euler represented this situation by means of a graph, as shown in the figure, right? The vertices represents the land area and the edges represents the bridges. So if I start from A and pass all the edges, vertex only once, and I will come back to A. If I try that, I might fail. I mean, definitely I will fail. I will start from C, then I will start from B, I will start from D. So all possible ways I will try to explore. Yes, it is not possible. Euler proved that a solution for this problem doesn't exist. It's a classic problem which doesn't have any solution. And many people, before Euler proving it, many people tried, they're unable to get the result, but there was no proof that it cannot be solved. But through graph theory, it did. We need more concepts to say why we are unable to solve this. So as the class proceeds, probably the more concepts we jump into and understand, then we'll be able to tell, yes, what Euler proved was right? One of the classical problem, Koenigsberg bridge problem. These are the applications, right? So I'm giving a fair amount of visualization also to to have a strong understanding. So one more application is utilities problem. The problem says that there are three houses as per of picture, H1, H2 and H3, right? There are three houses, each to be connected with three utilities. Utilities like water, gas and electricity are the basic utilities by a means of conduits, right? The connections. So is it possible to make such connections without any crossovers? It's a 2D planar graph. So right now we can see that there are multiple crossovers of the conduits. So this problem, if we map to a graph, it looks like this. H1, H2, H3 as vertex, as well as W, G and E stand for water, gas and electricity respectively. Also stand for vertices, and trying to make a connection, conduits, that is link edges without crossover. And we can see that from the figure, it is not possible here, right? So why is that? The H2, H3 house, connection between water and gas are being crossed over, overlapped. So yes, why we are unable to solve? Yes, this is one way of writing it. So this is just a one way of showing it. There can be a multiple way of showing it, and there can be a chances that if I write such a way that H2 to G and H3 to W, I don't want to cross over, but some other connections will get crossover. So this graph cannot be drawn in a plane without edges crossing over. Thus the answer to this problem is also a no. Okay. I was wondering, like, if I relax a couple of constraints, like a house one is a well furnished house and made with the recent technologies, has a water facility, water harvesting facility in fact, and doesn't require a water connection at all, right? So in that case, can we make this graph the only constant is previous to the previous example, I mean utilities problem. What if H1 house doesn't need water connection? Can this be made to can this problem be solved without crossing over? So this is a quick this is a quick kind of an assignment. Try it out in your books and share me your result. Of course, I trust that you guys won't do any internet search. Try it out. Let me know. Right? Okay. So the next application is seating problem. So these are the applications just to visualize like how those problems can be solved using graph theories, right? So this is one of the problem where it says 9 members of a new club meet each day for lunch at a round table. They decide to sit such that every member has different neighbors at each lunch. Okay, how many such days can be found with this arrangement? So I already represented one. There are 9 people, so 9 vertices, and they are sitting for a lunch in a round table. So the vertex 1 represents a person 1 who is sitting next to 9 and 2 as their neighbors. So this is one first day. So how many such representations can be made? So again, I will some network problem. Sorry for that. Okay. So yeah, I will give this as an assignment. Please let me know how many such arrangements can be made. Different arrangements, like, so this is the first solution. There can be one more solution or two more or n more. I want the count and their representations. Okay. Okay, let's come to the concepts like finite graphs and infinite graphs. So, as the name speaks loud, like a graph with finite number of vertices as well as finite number of edges is called a finite graph. Means both the sets should have a finite number of entities, right? So the examples, all the graphs which we saw from the first slide to till now, they are all finite graphs, right? Like this is a finite graph because set of vertices and edges are limited. Again, vertices, edges are limited, finite. Yes, this is finite graph, and these are all finite graphs. Okay. So infinite graph, a graph with either, whether it's vertices or edges, either infinite number of vertices or infinite number of edges is called an infinite graph. So these are the two sample examples. This is a portion of two infinite graphs. Just an up to the it's a snippet. It's a big network which is to visualize. I can give one simple example, like all the stars, like they are in the sky. All the stars are vertices, and imagine it is completely connected graphs. Like from one star to the other star, there is a straight link or straight edge, direct edge. So that is an infinite graph, definitely. So in that, as we unable to depict in a picture, so I have taken only portion of it. So that extra edges are indicates that there are so many edges left out. Just a portion, right? Infinite graph. So in this study, whenever I say it's a graph, it's a simple graph, that is a finite graph. So if it is an infinite graph, I explicitly mention as it an infinite graph, right? Okay. Let's see what is incidence and degree. These are the concepts related to, again, a graph. So incidence, a vertex vi, any vertex is an end vertex of some edge ej. So vi and ej are said to be incident with each other. For example, edges E2, E6, and E7, right? E2, E6, and E7. These are the three edges are incident with vertex V4. It's they are lying to, falling on, right? On to. That is the concept of incidence. And I can say edge E5, E4 are incident on vertex 1, incident with vertex 1. There are so many such examples we can figure out in this given picture. And with respect to coming to the degree, the number of edges incident on a vertex Ei with including self loops counted as twice. Okay. It's called degree of a vertex. It always stands for a vertex. So if I want to figure out what is the degree of vertex 2, so there are two simple edges, E3 and E2, the count is 2. And there's a special edge called self loop that counts twice. So the overall count is 4. For vertex 2, the degree of vertex 2 is 4. So, and degree of vertex 1, degree of vertex 3, and degree of vertex 4 are 3. Okay, right. Degree of vertex 1 is as 3 edges are there, simple edges. Vertex 3 also have degree count as 3. Vertex 4 has degree 3. And vertex 2 has degree 4. And vertex 5 has degree 1. Hope these simple concepts are very clear. And also the degree concept is the degree of vertex is sometimes also referred to as its valency. So, right now, hope the speed of today's presentation is fine with you, or should I increase the speed of presentation? Just a quick feedback. Let me. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Fine. Great. So, couple of. Fine. Yeah, somebody is watching cricket or something else. Hope you guys are concentrating on the class also. Okay. So, concluding today's presentation, what all we covered, we understood is graph. Graph consists of what? That is vertex and edge, and applications of graph like real world problems, mapping into a graph and able to solve and prove that it works, it doesn't work, something like that, right? And in this applications of graph, the utilities and seating, there was a quick assignment. Hope you guys solve it and come back to me. I will tell, how to submit and all. We'll discuss after this conclusion slide. And we also saw like what are finite graphs and infinite graphs. And we understand now what is incidence width, and the degree of a vertex, etc. Right? So coming to the assignment part, quick assignment. It doesn't take much time. So the utilities, considering that the house one doesn't have a constraint of water connection, it has a harvesting system. So can we draw a graph without overlaps? That is the new problem statement. So if yes, then how the graph looks like. So you can sketch on a paper, take a pic and upload it. So here, can you create a Google link, say class 1 folder, okay. Graph theory class 1 folder, and everyone whoever is uploading to that link, make sure that you mention your register roll number for that image. Okay, so, sir. Yeah, that's great. And even seating. So in class 1 folder, 2 subfolders. One is utility folder and seating folder. And you guys can upload it. And give a read permission to me also to that. Right? Okay. So this is a quick introductory class for you all. And as I mentioned, with respect to textbook, I'm completely referring the Nursing DO graph theory with applications to engineering and computer science. And as all the images which I have displayed in today's presentations are taken from the textbook. So if I'm not citing explicitly, it is from Nursing DO. If I'm citing explicitly, means definitely I will highlight that which materials I have referred and where it can be available, right? Okay, and yes, a reference book also probably I will look for. I mean, I will refer it, then I will highlight that in the presentation. Okay, so that's it for today's class. And Sir, can you share me the attendance details regularly, probably once in a week?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, great. Fine, then. So see you in the next class.